Good evening, everyone. I see Rob's in here, but he's packing, so I don't think he's going to be participating very much tonight. And I see John in Alaska is here. Hey, John, how are you? Beautiful day out, huh? Are you up at your new place yet? Give me 1 second here. Come on. Okay. You have to run through Anchorage, Rob. What's in Anchorage? Other than everything. When your friend's coming up like this week or something like that, isn't he, Rob? Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Cool, John. I hope you used some type of mask over your mouth and nose. Even though the modern insulation isn't that bad for you, it's still not the best to be breathing the fine particles in. It looks like it's just the three of us. So there's it says 4 people. I know one of them is me on my personal account just to get the watch hours. And then there's Rob and John and one other person. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hopefully a few more people start joining. Hey, there's the 5th person. Hey, busy guy, how are you today? Glad you could join us. That's good, John. That's good. I can't believe how beautiful of a day it is outside right now. I kind of wish I could take this whole process outside and enjoy the weather outside, maybe do a walk around or something, but I don't have that capability. Yeah, busy guy. It is a little bit on the warm side. It's saying it's about 76 degrees outside. So that is a little bit on the warm side even here. Rob up at his place at the Curmudge Inn says it's 79. It does feel good though after all the wet, damp, chilly weather we've been having. It's definitely nice to have a nice, warm, sunny day. Even though this isn't going to last, it's calling for a fairly nice day tomorrow, and then the next like 5 days going to be rainy. So kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So let's see here. I got a important email earlier today. YouTube's asking me to join their partner program. I surpassed the 3,000 watch hours today, so I'm happy. I might have done it yesterday or the day before last, but I finally surpassed the 3,000 watch hours. So I get to join the lower level YouTube partner program. So I can start getting maybe a little bit of income coming in from YouTube. That would be awesome. And I see people are gradually joining. Thanks everyone for joining. If you just want to hang in the background, that's fine. If not, make sure you say hi and say hi and let me know what the weather's like at your place. It is absolutely beautiful here. I'm working on a video right now. It'll go live Sunday morning. I got it most of the way done, I think. It's done a little bit of burning, fixing the camper, and fixing my snowmobile trailer, or the main themes of it. I hope it does as well as my current video. My current video for me is taken off. It has over 1,100 views since Sunday and over 100 watch hours since Sunday, and that's killing it for my channel anyways. So I'm super happy about that. This video pushed me over the top for the 3,000 watch hours that I needed to join the YouTube partner program. Excited about that. So let's see here. What else? I'm working on getting my water lines hooked up. I'm trying to pressure test them, but every time I do it, the pressure test fails. All the air leaks out of the water lines. So I think what I'm going to have to do is do one line at a time and see if I can't figure out which particular line is leaking or which lines are leaking. I crawled under the cabin here just an hour ago and was down under the cabin. I tore down a bunch of the foam board and was looking up in between the floor joists to see which to look at the connections and stuff, and the 90-degree elbows that I have in for the hot and cold lines, they look perfect. So I don't think it's them. The only other one that it could be is I got a T in for the cold water that goes over to the bathroom sink. It tees off and goes to the toilet. So it might be that T that's bad, but I'll have to see. That's good, John. Yeah, every once in a while, just there's a glitch in it and it'll kick you off. I've had that same message many times. And basically, you just got to go out of it and then come back in. Hey, Ashley, how are you today? How's everything where you're at? Remind me, I'm drawing a blank on what part of the world you live in. Hey, there's Crystal from Flat Tire Farms, Homesteading, Alaska. That's right, Ashley. That's right. Thank you for reminding me, Indiana. I knew it was somewhere in the lower 48, but I couldn't remember exactly where. Hey, JD from SC, how are you today? And I think all of you guys have checked out, but make sure you check out Curmudgeon AK YouTube channel, John in Alaska YouTube channel, Flat Tire Farm Homesteading Alaska YouTube channel. And Busy Guy, do you have a YouTube channel? I haven't checked out your site if you do. But make sure you check out all these channels. They're all good people. Thanks, Rob, for posting John in Alaska's channel link. Oh, Rob, while you're on here, are you going to have a live tomorrow night? Okay, Busy Guy. I didn't think so, but I wasn't 100% positive if you had an active channel or not. And then there's the Flat Tire Farm Homesteading Alaska YouTube channel. And Rob says he's going to try to do a live tomorrow night, but he may be stuck in traffic. He has to pick up his buddy from the airport tomorrow. So he may or may not be able to do a live. Cool. Maybe some year you'll be able to just stay here instead of the Airbnb. I'm getting anxious to get building on the permanent home, but I need to get plans drawn up. I need to get money in the bank. That's a big one. But of course, joining the YouTube partner program will definitely help out on the money in the bank. I'll be able to put those $2 every year I make off of YouTube into the bank. Yeah, John, they've been saying the PFD will be out of money like every year. I don't believe it. It a year or two ago, it set an all-time record high at like something like $90 billion in it, or something like that. I forget the exact number, but I just remember it set an all-time record high, and they're only allowed to take out a certain amount of the money out of it any given year. So, hey, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms, make sure you check out Gillum Farms YouTube channel. And Christine, are you doing a YouTube channel yourself? Hey, we are garden gals. Thank you for joining. What's the temperature like down in Florida right now? It's beautiful and sunny and warm here. It's, upper 70s right now here in Willow, and pretty much barely a cloud in the sky. And make sure you check out We Are Garden Gals YouTube channel also, by the way. And Flat Tire Farms Homesteading Alaska says, John, maybe if they release what they've legally held, they would have that issue. Guess how I feel about it? Yeah, I think we all feel about it in that same way. For years, they've been basically stealing 50% of the PFD. We Are Garden Gal says it's 90 plus today down in Florida. Wow. I think I would be dying. Actually, I know I would be. I've been down there before around this time of the year. I hated it. It was just too hot. I mean, I love being in Florida. Just I didn't like the hot temperature. Oh, hey, Marianne Bimler. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Rob, I hear you. I hear you. 25 years in that heat would definitely cause issues, I think, for a lot of people. So, let's see here. I've been working on my water lines, trying to get them pressure tested, and so they don't leak. But keep running into issues. They keep leaking, so I think I'm going to have to test one line at a time. I was down under the cabin here an hour and a half ago, looking at the elbows I have in the water lines. I'm using old PEX A plumbing for my water. So it's somewhere I tried pressure testing all the lines at once, and it keeps leaking out. So somewhere I got a leak in the line. So I think I'm going to have to do one line at a time and test it. The good thing is there's only one joint in each of the lines, except for the cold water line going over to the bathroom sink. There's two connections because it tees off and goes over to the toilet also. Hey, Our Simple Life, how are you? You're riding to the Bear Paw Festival. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we got sunshine up here too. It's beautiful. And can't wait to meet you guys at the meetup here in less than a month. Wow, We Are Garden Gals. You've been working at Disney for 25 years. Wow. That's a long time to be at one place. Hey, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. How are you tonight? And Rob just posted our Simple Life's YouTube channel link and the Vineyard Farmhouse's YouTube channel link. So make sure you check those out. People are saying hi to each other. I love that. I love seeing that. Building a little community. Hey, Johnny from Gillen Farms is here. And for those that just joined, I got an email from YouTube today asking me to join the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. I surpassed the 3,000 watch hours earlier in the week. So I can join the downgraded version of the program. Super happy about that. I just got the email like 2 hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago. So I haven't had time to take action on it. I'll look at that maybe tomorrow or over the weekend and get things set up and start making some money off of YouTube. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, definitely Angie. I'm assuming this is Angie on Our Simple Life anyways. Definitely. I can't wait. Still working out a few things on the meetup, but it's going. It's going. If you know any other channels, any other like Alaskan channels and stuff, please help promote it and get the word out. Get them to come. We need a few more channels. We have about 10 or so channels going, and then we have 3 or 4 that are maybes. So let's try to get a few more channels and also a bunch of subscribers. I know it's posted on the Alaska Travel Industry Association site, and I submitted it for post on the Matsu Tourist website. And then, of course, I've put it on countless Facebook pages also, but I know it's doubtful I'll get many from there, but it did go on the Anchorage, Alaska Facebook page website. So hopefully we get some subscribers from there that come out. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. I didn't even realize I had surpassed the 3,000 watch hours. I checked it very early on in the week, and I was at like 2,900, and then I totally forgot to check it again today, or check it since, and then I get the email. I was kind of shocked, so I'm really happy about that. Thank you, Crystal from Flat Tire Farms. Yeah, Johnny, I don't think I'm getting rich anytime soon. 1,400 subscribers. You're not going to get rich on 1,400 subscribers. That's for sure. Yeah. Flat Tire Farm. We'll rub a few pennies together. Yeah, Brian, you should try to get Our Simple Life on one of your lives if they're up for it. Busy guy. Let's see here. The biggest YouTuber I know of is obviously Simple Living Alaska. They're at 750,000 or something like that. And then I think the second biggest one is Truck House Life. He's the guy that has that Ford pickup truck with the wooden camper on the back, and he's down in Girdwood, and he recently broke 200,000 subscribers. Then there's Alaska Prepper out of Fairbanks. He's 100 and some thousand, maybe 200,000. There was another channel, This Is My Alaska, but he's posted like one video in the last like 2 years or year and a half or something like that. He was at pushing 400,000. And then there's a few channels that are in the 70,000-80,000 range. Home Free Alaska is one. Montana Haven Alaska edition. They're, I think, at 70 some thousand. And then I think there's a couple other ones that are also in that range, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. And John in Alaska has, where did I see that? John, 595. And Rob at the Curmudgeon has 291. We need to get Rob and John some more subscribers. No problem, busy guy. No problem. Thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoy my videos also. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm trying to get my property situated. I have a bulldozer rented for the 27th of this month. So the property's going to change a lot that weekend, because they're going to drop it off on the 26th, and then I'll have it for the 27th, 28th, and then they'll pick it up on the 29th. So I got a lot of dirt to move that weekend. So I'll be out there. I'll be out there all weekend if I have to be in the rain and mud. I did it last year in the mud. I got the bulldozer stuck. I barely was able to get it unstuck. So, hey, thanks, Gillen Farms, for subbing to Curmudgeon and John in Alaska. I know they definitely appreciate that. I thought I saw it changing a little bit. I'm not sure why. It might be from the sun coming in, or who knows. It shouldn't be. It should be just fine. It's the same setup as I always have. So I'm not sure what's going on. I thought I saw it flickering every once in a while. Yeah, Ashley, I'm testing my water lines. I'm air pressure testing them, and they keep failing. And I'm not sure which line it is. I have 4 lines: a hot and cold going to the kitchen sink, hot and cold going to the bathroom, and then the cold line going to the bathroom sink splits off, and there's a line that goes over to the toilet. And somewhere it keeps losing air. So I'm not sure exactly where. I think I'm going to have to do one line at a time and pressure test it that way, and see if I can narrow it down to which line is not good or which lines are not good. I was down under the cabin about 3 hours ago, and I tore a bunch of the foam board down from the underside of the cabin and pulled out the insulation and stuff, and was looking at each line. Only has one 90-degree elbow joint in it, and those look perfect. I thought maybe I had one on that wasn't all the way on or something, but they look like they're perfectly on there. But who knows? I've never used a PEX A before, so it's a little bit of a learning curve. I just hope I don't have to pull it all out and run all new lines, because that'll be a huge pain in the butt. Yeah, I did use the soapy water at the manifold here, like in the cabin where I have the pressure gauge and stuff. And I know the first couple of times I tried it, I was hearing air escaping from the manifold. So I cut those off and I re-put them on, and now I don't hear any air. And I tried the soapy water, and I didn't see any bubbles at all. And then I went around to each of the lines, because I got plugs in the ends of each of the lines, and I used the soapy water, and I didn't see any bubbles or anything forming. But I think I'm going to put more soap in the water just to be on the safe side, and make sure I don't have it too diluted. But it should be good. I mean, I've done that before, like in past years and stuff. Hey, Tim Mason, thanks for joining. So it's a work in progress. I just wish we had more days like today, because then I would get more done. I need to get busy working on the shower drain and the electrical in the cabin, and skirting in the bottom of the cabin with foam board and moving logs around on the property, and it's just crazy. But the good news is my driveway is done, at least for the time being. It's done for as much as I'm going to do on it for the next several years. Yeah, I just saw it flicker again, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'm not touching the camera or anything. And it looks like the same as it always does. The same words and stuff are up on it. So I'm not sure what's going on. And yeah, Crystal, don't worry. Whenever the time comes, I'll definitely help out building the barn with Mr. Reeve. Oh yeah. I forgot to show everyone. I got the Gillum Farms hat on tonight. And yeah, my middle section of the driveway, I have the front section that I filled in with gravel, because it right at the road it sloped down and then came back up, and I filled all that in with gravel. And then right where it came back up from there back to where basically the build site is, I put down road fabric and had 8 loads of gravel brought in, spread that out. I probably added roughly that much gravel over the whole road fabric area. So definitely build it up a good bit. My neighbor, who has a what did he say? It was like 16,000-pound truck or something like that. He has a real big, heavy truck. He brought over and he just ran back and forth on the new gravel a bunch of times and helped pack it down in. Because my excavator only does so good because of the footprint of each track. It's so large, it decreases the pounds per square inch. Unlike on tires, the pounds per square inch on a tire is exponentially higher than on the tracks. So he came over, he ran back and forth, packed it in, then I went back over it a few times with the excavator and smoothed it out a little bit where he sank in and stuff. So I'm definitely happy to have a nice driveway now. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for the next several years, considering I'm going to have various delivery trucks bringing lumber in and running my 20K trailer over it, hauling the excavator and bringing in supplies and different things like that. And hopefully next year I have some cement trucks coming in. So I'm not worried about having a perfect driveway right now. I just want one that I can drive on. And wow, Tim, thanks for joining from Mississippi. Yeah, Johnny, I actually used the dozer last year. So I'm getting the exact same dozer I used last summer. So it should be interesting. At least this year, I don't have to get it as perfect as I did last summer, because now I got the excavator. I can do cleanup and fine touches with the excavator. I just have so much dirt to move that it would take me all summer with the excavator to get it moved, or I can do it in 8, 10, 12 hours with the bulldozer. So that's why I'm getting a bulldozer. It's much more efficient. And then let's see here. Yep, very efficient. Although, Johnny, you should come up on that weekend. You can show me how it's done. Fly up for the weekend and be my bulldozer operator. and stay up for 3 weeks, and then you can go to the Alaska's first annual YouTube meetup. Rob, you can get a bulldozer up there during the wintertime. Once the river freezes solid enough that you can take one across it. And then you just use the bulldozer to blaze the trail. Yeah, Rob, that would be a hell of a rental fee. Well, Rob, the other thing you could do is my buddy is a part owner in uh, heavy lift helicopters in Anchorage, and they got a couple of them. They could lift the bulldozer up to you. I think 2 of them can lift a 16,000-pound bulldozer to you. But I think that would cost a good little penny also. So, yeah, I remember. Rob says he's had the helis there a few times. I remember the one video you did with the bringing in the cook stove. But I think a bulldozer weighs 2 or 3 pounds more than that cook stove would weigh. So you probably need two helicopters flying. Let's see here. Anyone got any questions for me at the moment? Not sure what to talk about as of right now. Talked about everything that's pretty much going on. Yeah, the cook stove's 900 pounds, but a 16,000-pound bulldozer slightly heavier. Let's see here. I talked about working on the water lines, what's going on with the renting a bulldozer. I talked about the YouTube meetup happening. Yeah, it's one of the smaller bulldozers, Johnny. If you jump back to last summer, one of the videos I posted last summer or fall, I think it was actually in the fall by the time I got it posted, you can see the bulldozer that I rented. And I think the title is something to the effect, I got a 16,000-pound bulldozer stuck. And then I've been moving my logs around and reorganizing my logs. I had 2 different piles of logs, so combining them into one log pile in a different spot. And I'm basically cutting all the logs at approximately 20 feet long, give or take a couple feet. And then I plan on getting a couple tarps and throw over the whole log pile. And then they can sit there for a couple years until I get around to cutting them up for firewood. Or there's a few logs in there that I can possibly trade or sell, or have someone mill up for me. And then once I get that done, I think I'm going to do another burn, because I got a lot of down trees and stuff on the property, the root balls, the branches, stuff like that. Oh, that's something I think I'm gonna rent a wood chipper and chip up a lot of the branches and stuff, and then that way I have wood chips for the chicken coop. And then I don't have to go and buy sawdust or anything like that. I'll have the wood chips for the chicken coop. And I think I need to get some type of storage bins or something for the wood chips also. I'm hoping to get my lumber for the chicken coop so I can get started on building that. I still haven't even started that, but I still don't have the area cleaned out for the chicken coop. And I'm looking at buying a couple storage containers, 20-foot storage containers. That way I can get rid of my enclosed storage trailer and use the storage container, the 2 storage containers with a roof over it. And then I have some storage underneath the roof for things like my 4-wheeler, my snow machine, my snow blower, that type of thing. And then 2 20-footers gives me about 12 to 16 extra linear feet of storage than what I currently have right now. Hey, AFJ the third, thanks for joining. I was missing you there for a while. I was wondering where you were at. Oh, Rob, you got a wood chipper, huh? Did you show that in one of your videos? Yeah, I know the local rental place has a wood chipper for rent, so I think I'm just gonna rent it. I talked to uh, the guy that was a co-owner of it, and he sold out a couple years ago, but he's still very much involved in knowing the business, anyways. Put it that way. And he said like a day's rental on the wood chipper is only $200 or $300. So if I have all the branches and everything piled up, and then I can go and rent it, and I can just take a day and just plow through all the branches and get a nice big pile of wood chips. Yeah, I do need IBC totes. That would be ideal to put all the wood chips in. Hey, FJ, don't be sorry about being late. Things happen. Things come up. Notifications don't get sent. Heck, today, halfway through the day today, I got notifications for Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouses live last night. So that's how far behind Facebook and YouTube are. Oh, okay. I remember seeing the log splitter, but I don't remember the wood chipper. But I don't always pay attention real close to the whole video. I might have gotten distracted, saw a squirrel or something. Yeah, Rob, I think I'm gonna try to get a lot of the mash from the brewing company and uh, see if my chickens will eat that instead of buying food. But I don't know exactly yet if I want to go that route or not. We'll see. I know if I get any pigs, they'll definitely the pigs will eat the mash. That'll be fairly inexpensive pig food. That's good to know, Rob. Good to know that your chickens are eating the mash from the brewery. Oh, I got a quote for auger for my excavator, so I can drill holes in the ground. So I think this winter I'll probably go that route and get an auger for my excavator. I'm planning on getting 2 bits for it and a 4-foot extension, probably like a 12-inch bit. That way I can do like 4x4 posts and have some room around it, and like possibly a 6x6 post and have a little bit of room around it, and then get a 24-inch auger bit, so I can do like 12-inch posts in the ground. Johnny, I wish an auger was only $400. A brand new one is like 7 grand up here. Well, a brand new auger for my excavator with the extension and two auger bits is coming to about 9 grand, 9 to 10 grand, somewhere in there. Oh yeah, I know which one you mean there, Johnny, for the tractor, the PTO driven one. I wish I could use one like that, but unfortunately I can't. And this is a brand new one from Bobcat. Is up here in Alaska, it's hard to get used stuff like that, and then a lot of the times the used stuff is just beat to hell and back. So I'm kind of leery about buying used stuff, especially something like that, like a auger bit itself. I'd be willing to buy a used one, no problem. But the actual auger head, I'd be very leery on buying a used one up here, unless I knew how it was used and when it was actually purchased and stuff like that. Then I'd be okay with it. AFJ the third. I don't know of. There is a rental company for trucks and with like campers and stuff, like a all-in-one. It's like a pickup truck with a bed camper or something like that. It's like a overlander or something, but I think those are rather pricey if I'm not mistaken. So for renting a 4x4 pickup truck, actually I'm not sure. I know there's a Jeep rental place somewhere in Anchorage or Palmer Wasilla area, but I can't think of the name of it either. And then yeah, there's some type of like Alaska Overlander truck rental or camper rental or something like that, where these are all like specially made vehicles for going off road. But I think they're kind of on the expensive side to rent. But I'm not totally positive on that. Sorry, I can't be much more informative on that one, AFJ. Yeah, Johnny Gillum. I know that. He's saying attachments for skid steers and excavators are extremely expensive, but tractor stuff is relatively cheap. Yeah. I uh I also got a quote for what's called a swivel head for the bucket. That way, instead of just like digging like this, I can swivel the head so I can dig at an angle either way. That swivel head is like $25,000. So I don't think I'm gonna be buying that. It's perfect if you're doing like ditches all the time. You have like a business where you're always digging ditches or uh, doing waterways where in like people's yards, and you got to sculpt the land and stuff for water runoff. Then I could possibly see buying something like that, but not just for nice to have a DIYer type setup. I'm not that rich, that's for sure. Yeah, I should get a cheap tractor someday, but I'd like to get a skid steer, and then I would be hooked up pretty good with a excavator and a skid steer. Okay, Rob, have a good night. Thanks for everything you've done tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to get a skid steer, but just a little bit too expensive right now. Maybe once I get the excavator paid off, then I might consider it. Unless I would happen to come across an amazing deal on one. Flat Tire Farm, homesteading, Alaska. Why would I want to buy Rob? Yeah, Johnny Gillum, I know, but really, the skid steer, I'd want obviously the bucket, the forks, and the forks for a skid steer is actually really cheap. And then the only other really attachment I would want for the skid steer is a snow blower, which a lot of people do have up here. And I guess there's a couple other attachments that I would definitely look into, like a trencher, like an 8-inch wide trencher, but those aren't too expensive. They're a couple few grand for a brand new one, but you can go like 6 feet deep and like 6 or 8 inches wide, which is pretty cool. Okay, Crystal, I'll definitely let you know, especially on the wood chipper. And I'm looking at the auger, so I want to buy the auger myself because I would like to maybe make a little cash on the side from time to time. I know a guy, I worked with a guy for a couple weeks last summer when he needed some assistance, that uh, his whole job is basically putting in fences and that type of thing. So he said if I had an auger, he could definitely throw me some work from time to time, doing holes for him, especially on his bigger jobs, because he hand digs everything now. But if you're doing 20 holes, that's one thing. But if he has 200 holes or 300 holes, he usually just passes up those jobs because it's too much for him. But if I had the auger on my excavator, I could come and just knock them out real quick, and he could actually do those jobs then. Wow, the sun's starting to come in the window. Let's see here. What else? What else? What else? Still hoping to get my garden done. I once I get the bulldozer on site and get the dirt all leveled out and everything, then I'll look into doing the garden. Yeah, Crystal, my I bought my big trailer specifically to carry my excavator on. And that's why I bought my white pickup truck. I got a 2000 F350 Super Duty uh, diesel with a 7.3 motor. I bought that specifically to tow my excavator. So I got a pretty good setup. Uh, so I definitely can carry my excavator around. Yeah, Johnny, I'm not really complaining about the sun. Just I need to get some blinds on the window so it's not coming in on my eyes. AFJ, basically all the big brands. There's Cat, there's Bobcat, there's um, I'm drawing a blank on the other names. All the big 3 or 4 brands are up here. You'll see them. It just they're all up here. All the big brands are up here. So yeah, Johnny, I could pull the bulldozer with my trailer, but I think technically I would be over the 26,000 pounds. However, it's not a commercial. It's not for commercial. It's for private. So I could get away with it, but also that would be pushing the limits of the pickup truck. Because right now I'm rolling at somewhere around the 26,000 pound mark with the truck, the trailer, and my excavator. So if I threw an extra 3 or 4 thousand pounds on there, I would be definitely pushing it. Yeah, I hear you. What year is your 2500, by the way, Johnny? My my 350 is a 2000, and they weren't rated to be pushing 30,000 pounds. Not back 23 years ago. I guess that configuration was set up for about what I have, 25,000 pounds. So I'm sure it won't hurt it doing it once in a long time, but I don't want to push it or anything like that. That's what I was told, anyways. I think I did look it up one time, but I don't remember exactly what the tow capacity is of a 2000 F350 Super Duty dually. Uh, I do. It is a dually truck, and I do have a gooseneck trailer. Right. Okay, John. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I could definitely do it. I do need to look up and see what the tow capacity is of the truck I have. Actually, let me see if I can. I think I got it saved here. No, 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 no. Yikes! What happened to my? Man, what's going on here with my camera? I'm gonna shut it off and turn it back on. Wow, it is hot as can be. Don't go away, everyone. Hopefully, it'll come back on. Okay, there. I don't know what happened. I hope it's not like overheating. The curb weight is just over 6,000 pounds. Oh, this has like everything about the truck except the tow capacity. This page I'm on. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Yeah, Matt AK, what's your what year is your Tundra? I have a what do I have, a 2013 Tundra with the big motor in it. I forget what the motor size is right now. Yeah, actually, it just everything, just all the bunch of lines going off to the side. That's kind of weird. Yeah, Johnny, I know. Yep. I put the back half of the excavator on the axles, and the front of the excavator just towards the front of the axles, and then it's a gooseneck, so it connects it onto the dolly axle of my pickup truck. Yeah, AFJ is currently in the market for a 3500 single rear wheel. I hope you can find one that's not like crazy expensive. Okay, Matt. Matt has a 2019 Tundra with the 5.7 motor. That's a good motor. That's what I got. The 5.7, the big one. Yeah, I know my truck can technically pull more, but I think the suspension is supposed to be upgraded if I go much over what I'm pulling now. That's what I was told anyways. But I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. I know it'll pull what I need it to pull, and I'm not going to be trying to pull 30, 40, 50,000 pounds with it, so it doesn't really bother me any. Let me cover up the window. That's a lot better on my eyes anyways. Okay, Matt AK, you got your CDL, huh? That's cool. I've thought about it, but I don't think I'll ever get it. Any jobs I take are going to be in the general area, so I'm not going to be driving all over the state or going down through Anchorage or anything like that. If I did, it would be for a friend or someone like that. So, okay, Johnny. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of your dozer videos. See how you do on a job with it. That'll be a good video for me to watch, anyways. Yeah, Crystal. Yeah, I was told I could upgrade to airbags, and that would improve the tow capacity. I just got so much other stuff to spend my money on. It's good way it is at the moment, so I'm not worried about it. Maybe someday down the road, I'd like to have it detailed. I got a friend in Anchorage who does auto detailing, and then my old neighbor in Anchorage actually does dent removal and stuff. And I'd like to take both my trucks to both of those guys and get them to do what they do. But I just don't have the money for that at the moment, and my trucks aren't too bad, so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, Johnny, but those are old videos. I want to see the new stuff. The latest and the greatest. Well, folks, it's been an hour. I think I'm going to go. It's fun. It's getting hot sitting here, so I think I'm going to wrap up this live tonight and only do an hour. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Ashley, Johnny, AFJ, Matt, Crystal, and I think that's the only ones in here talking at the moment. Anyone else that's here lurking in the background? It says 6 people. I know one of them is my personal account. Hey, Tim. Sorry I forgot you. So good night, Tim. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for joining me tonight on this live.